Yeah, actually,
red.
my nephew did that. So, come on up here, Frank. Area 3, right? Yep. So, I'm going to start this here, and we're also doing some recording for class purposes and things like that. So I'm Dr. Paul Dyer, this is Sensei Frankie, and this is Guru Royce. Now, we come from the Nomad Kali group out of Dyer, New York. What we do mostly is Kali combat. We also do the Kaja Kempo, and we also teach Tai Chi. Now, most of you people know that the Kaja Kempo system came from Hawaii and things like that with Emperado, and the Kali comes from the Philippines. But what we're going to be focusing on is going to be two actions. One, the Kali, the stick, and the knife, and understanding how it translates to the hemispheric actions of the brain and the myofascia. Because most martial arts, and all martial arts, translate to the emotional content of your left hemisphere and your right hemisphere and how it triggers. So what you don't know is only certain movements are able to bridge between the left and the right. And a lot of movement in martial arts does that. Specifically does that because it's like a dance. It moves from the left hemisphere to the right hemisphere. That's why movement in martial arts is scientifically proven to balance your life out. It is scientifically proven that here in the hippocampus, where it stores memory, actually translates all the way down through your muscle tissues to what balances your body. So let's do a demo. We're going to do some defensive stick work between you two. Sure. Single.
Started to, but she was really taking to walk through.
Alright. Back up a little bit. So as the thing about Kali, we also know that you can attack anything that happens with the stick can happen in empty hand. Okay? And you can see the movement. This is what we're talking about, is movement from the left to the right that happens with the body and translate into balance between the left hemisphere to the right hemisphere. So many of us are we say left dominant. We're looking for analytical, we're looking for the amygdala, we're looking for a lot of responses to what it means to be sensory perception. And the sensory perception comes in actually the four senses. That's why we keep moving, and a lot of we circle. It's a dance, like capoeira and a lot of African fighting techniques and the Brazilian fighting techniques, or even Chinese and the Bagua, the Tai Chi. It moves throughout the organ principles. That's what I like to teach. That's what we like to teach all of our students, to understand that it's not just combat, but it's emotional combat also. Emotional combat starts way before the contact of the stick, the knife, or the hands. Okay? Let's get into a disarmament action. What most people don't understand about what Kali is that, as we all know, most martial arts is because of a defensive action with no weapons against the steel weapons. Good. We're going to give you guys a couple of sticks, and we want you to try the movement of the stick. So, you want to hand them out to I actually made this. Some people a little bit heavier. If you like heavy sticks, I'm a big, heavy, strong guy, so sometimes I like a heavy stick. Talking through a basic one-move step.
Anyone here have previous training with sticks? Right? A little bit. Most common movements in most martial arts are there. So let's start with simple one. Your downward X. Taking the right shoulder over the left. Right, left, right, left. Now let's go with our right foot forward. Where you can, if it's our right hand, a little bit better. Some people do left lead. As you're doing it from the right, give you range on your opponent. So, if you've ever done martial arts like boxing, there's that weight shift, forward and back, rotation of the heels, time to move forward. Right? X is very simple, right? Just left and right, downward. We're going to now add two more motions on.
We were talking about
Two more motions, which is a lateral movement. 1, 2, load, cut across horizontal, cut across horizontal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. This motion is very simple. You can utilize this in pretty much everything you do. You have a hammer fist, knife attack, you have a block, passing. Now we're going to add two more motions. 1, 2, we're going to change directions. Upward X, 3, 4, load, 5, 6.
Be careful your
So,
wrist grab. You
1,
want to have this
2,
short, so this way you have different.
3,
So this
4,
is what this in for.
5,
To be able to move
6,
around or either
1,
butt or chop. Okay.
2,
So this,
3,
you don't want to
4,
break your wrist.
5,
This
6.
is a
Now,
magic trick.
take your left
It
hand while
looks
you're
like
doing
I'm
this.
turning my wrist, but
Oops,
really
sorry.
I'm turning my body.
Every time, keep it by your heart. And
Right.
when the weapon
You're
comes
really
back,
turning.
extend it
That's what I was
out.
talking about. Most of the time,
Extend it out.
we're moving to the
Extend
left
it
and
out.
right hemisphere.
1,
So the balance of the brain works
2,
to move.
3, 4,
We're not able to
5,
translate between
6. Now when you extend out, don't leave it out there. Don't want to be grabbed. This could be a jam, a strike, right, a grab.
because you're moving between the left hemisphere and your right hemisphere.
So when you move
Translate to
this,
the body, the sensory
you
perception.
can now start moving around. And turn around. If anyone's done boxing,
Yep.
or
Think of,
karate,
yeah, think of a dance.
pivot, cut across, advance, turn around, about face.
Pause for a second. What I see is two things. Either you're afraid to move, or the stick is causing you to be still. This stick is a flying stick. The one thing about stick in hands is that this thing is coming to you at a speed. It is fast. If you're not ready to move out of the way, because this is not happening. That's not happening. He's not standing there. This is a stick coming at you. So he's going to move. He's got to move. If he doesn't move, this stick is still bounce. Ready? It can still bounce, or I can come back. Right? So if he's going to move, he's got to dance. His feet have got to move. You cannot do this and wait for the next stick to turn around. So what I want you to get in the habit of is moving like you're the Matrix something. Move out of the bullet way. Okay? Let's go.
And now with these 6 motions, randomize it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on, be
5.
happy, move.
Right? All these motions you play around with.
Yep.
A pivot. Choose an
Keep
angle.
your stick close to your body. If that stick extends from you, you're going to lose it.
So about elbows distance?
If your elbow, you never let your stick drop unless your weight is dropped. So if you watch this, say, Frankie, go ahead, I want you to do a circle movement. So when he does this down motion, you notice his body drop. So in theory, if he stood up, it never broke above his waist. It's not going down here his legs. If he does this, his hand is still hip high. It's an illusion. So if he does this, it's hip high. You don't do that to get down there. Okay? So bend, move, turn, twist.
Now this is really to train your gross muscle movement. When you pull, right? Like I said,
When you're fighting,
block,
change heights, change levels, change angles.
and this also allows you to do other things like say throw a thrust, block, cut, hook, rake, chop, block.
Don't break
There's
your
a lot of
wrist.
things you can
Turn
do
the
just
body.
from position what you have here. You heard me use terms like load. The load is from forward when the weapon retracts back, like you pull up on a gun, cocking back on the pistol.
Or
They wouldn't understand that terminology.
you lean forward.
Right?
Okay? Lean forward. See if you lean forward, I can end up grabbing you.
Now, whatever you guys are doing, when you load to your left, now throw in a jab whenever you want. Right? The jab, right? This is what's known as our number 2 in our style. This jab, jab.
I know.
Same motion.
I didn't know.
So everything you know is built right here in the very first weapon of mankind.
The stick. Either the short stick, long stick, medium stick, but it's a stick.
But, oh, well, they had a lot. Yeah, you put it on the floor. It's all stick. Right? So when you move around, you notice you have these options. So what we're going to do now, if you want to work with a partner, we're going to do this. One person's going to attack. When he attacks, give me an angle, right? You're going to attack towards the head. Obviously, don't need to. So when it comes down, whoever is defending is going to do this. You're going to step outward, just out of arm's reach. You're not going to walk down the middle and get clocked in the skull. You're not going to walk back because you can chase it down faster than you can move back. So you're going to step out and target. Nice and light, target. This target could be the hand, forearm, elbow, rib. It could also be a knee, it could be a groin. There's a number of things. From this position, from here, right? This is going to be your first motion, right? So he comes in, slide. Not slide, but you know.
Instead of partner, just get 2 lines, and they're going to be, you guys are going to get the attacks. You guys. Yeah, so, come on, hey, line up. You're going to be the first ones going to attack and say, Frankie, come on, girl, right there. Okay, let's back up some so we can, and then separate to the left and the right. Just back up a little bit, okay, and then line up right here.
So I'm going to do a number 1 swing with your head this way, just like a standard baseball swing. What I'm going to do is go slow with the swing. I want you to off take a step to your left, and then I want you to slice my wrist or my arm, whatever is there for you, whatever is closest. Okay? So if I'm here attacking you, exactly.
Above the line of attack.
Just understand there's options. Right? When I'm here, good. All right. That's it. Look for something to hit. This is the weapon hit, right? I'm holding it so you want to disable it, right? That's good. The more you guys can step out of the way, use your body to swing the stick, the better.
Use your check hand. Remember your hands. Hold on. Do that again. Don't let this. Your opposite hand, ladies and gentlemen, has to be in play. Yes, this turns into a knife, but you rather get this cut than your face cut. Okay? So this has got to come, right? It doesn't matter what I target, because even though I check this and I came down or I hit here, I got to get this. Even though I got to work my hand. My hand cannot stay in my pocket. Okay?
Sir. Close.
There you go. Good. There you go. Watch your long legs. Remember, this is a dance. You gotta be fast. Because if he misses, right? Go ahead. So do that long leg again. Do long leg. Right? So that's gotta come with you. So watch it in. Now bring it with you. See? It's not there. It's gotta fly.
Your hand here, and jam the arm. Right? So if you look at this, jam the arm. Now, even if I say miss or hope, swing back. Right? Okay, do it. That's the next motion. You're gonna stop the arm. Good. So, right? Don't rely on it. Don't rely on it. Jam the arm.
We like to pull.
Jam the arm. You always control what piece and
I'm trying here.
Are you getting at?
you want to get right over the elbow. This is controlling the
That's called a jam. That's hard. Okay, now you use the back of the stick. Good, there you're right. You kind of counter. If someone takes a big swing at you, you can stop them from recoiling back. Just for that second.
Now, when you get through, when you get to the side,
So if you swing at me, I would be like that.
you stand up. Lift it out. There you go. Remember, because I'm not standing. Remember, this is not just, oh, I missed. You know, I'm going to try to fight you. It doesn't matter how dark it is. I'm going to try to
simple motion.
over here. And I'm going to come this way, and I'm going to try to fight you so I miss. Right? So I'm going to do that, so I won't way around the other damn way. Ready?
People don't want to utilize it.
See that? Now get your hand up, because even though I'm going for the bottom cut, this way it comes right back up your face. So I want you to practice that with your
With the number 2 strike this way. Horizontal 1, horizontal 2. So you want to keep this in mind. If I do this now, turn it up.
Let's dance together. Ready? 1, down. One, down. Turn it up. There you go.
That leads to your lateral, that leads to your workaround. Good. Yes. All right, you work with blades, so very valuable.
Much more the long sword? But even the long sword, you mean
It's
this
good.
time?
No, it's a good thing.
No,
I want you to go like this.
broadswords, well, see the broadsword, what's the difference between a broadsword and the other sword? It is the what?
I want to.
Wait, right. So when you're working a broadsword, if a person's really strong, their weight still has to transfer to a swing. So that's why you see a lot of broadswords go down and swing up, because you're following the circle pattern of the this is really fast. So it's
This is like a bang.
As you delay this,
And then
bring it up.
don't forget about your hand.
Right? Choices, right? Go this, cut the arm this way.
Again, practice everything.
One,
Okay, so
two,
if you drop your hand, what we talked about over there,
distance between,
you have to move your what first?
straight lines, right?
You
One,
have to move your feet. If you don't move your feet, you're always going to be centrally off balance. You have no choice, because if you stay on one side, you're going to be
Even there,
they're going to attack you on that central nervous system. So that's where you know if you get in real close, and I get in real close because this is part of his foot. This right foot's connected to what part of his brain? The left side. So what does the left side of the brain mostly do? You know? Is what? It's analytic. So he's trying to figure me out. But right now, I'm too close. So now I'm disrupting, figuring him out. So now he's off balance. That's why you got to constantly keep moving to go from the left side to the right side. It's a constant movement. If you stay on the analytical and he knows that he's a good fighter, he's then going to give you puzzles to try to figure out why he's stabbing you.
causing some confusion.
Causing confusion.
So I'm gonna take my
Makes
foot
sense.
and I'm gonna commit to the swing. This is where I want you to go. Come on. Exactly. I leave this down below, if I need you, that point, make sure your legs out of it. All right?
So, you're gonna do this, right? When you strike towards my head.
So when we hold the stick, hold the stick, leave some room for mobility. Okay? Because even this part of the stick,
This is known as
you always use all the stick. So here, so now we're going to teach you just how to swing the stick. So stand with square, we're going to start from basic. Hand here, like you're holding a wall. I want you to come here. Now the thing is, when we swing the stick, we never do that. We swing it like a brush stroke. So we're not doing that with a brush, we're just, nope, this kind of stays up. Because if you do this, you lose grip pressure. So you want to face it this way. That's like this. Watch the wrist. Yeah. Now the same strike, it looks like it turns because the body weight turns. But the wrist turns into a dance.
Areas that I think
Turns into,
whether it be the same weapon hand,
so then you go
lower body to
bend
upper
your
body.
knee, and then pick this up, and go 2, bend your knee. So follow me. Ready? Ready? 1,
Stop here.
2. 1, 2. 1, and over here, 2.
So just because
1, 2. So, yeah, you did it. You did it. So do this. I want you to do this 4 times. So you go right in.
same like this. From here, you step around me, good, boom, right? Always think about things that, right? Other things that aren't going to happen, think about all the possibilities.
Oh, okay.
Right, basically, good. You must be self-control. That's not my I mean, that's how we do it. Use your lead foot, use your right foot, step around. Good, that's good. Good. So, right, measure the full speed. Well, now you're working with something. Good. What else? You down strike, up strike, you get the leg, right?
Don't leave that back leg hanging out. Okay? So if you slide over, right, you saw me do it to him. So you gotta bring that foot with. Because you could be spinning out and doing something else. Remember, you always gotta check 360. Is this thing, because I'm spinning too. Even though he's in a training action right now, we're spinning and we're trying to capture what?
So once I'm here,
Attack
now I
line,
can,
right? What's the major attack line in the body?
right?
Center line. So, but with a stick, I don't have to attack center line. So what do I really need to attack with a stick? Oh, pause. With a stick turns into a what? Sword. So most martial arts know that you have to attack what? To take someone off balance. Center line. With a sword, do I care about your center line? Okay, so because the center line is protected, right? I can chop leg. Okay, so if he does not dance with that leg, it's coming with me. And I don't need to hit it to lob it off. It can be death by 1,000 cuts. Because if I can do this and just keep slicing him and dancing and then come up with this wrist, because that turns into this. Okay? So your center line has to be focused on who most often. Yourself, right? So if you're not moving your center line back to here, because you're too analytical, your myofascial balance will always be off. Because we are creating confusion. That's why the stick movement is to create more of a what? An illusion to where I'm going to attack. Okay? So you're not really watching my stick as much as you're protecting you. That's it. So bring that foot with and hands, otherwise I'll take it off. Get back at it.
Sir.
Okay?
So the movement can also, like Grandmaster said,
Okay? You can close the distance, or you can turn.
Yep, so, yes? Yes? Is it yes or yes? So did you say yes or yes? Yes. So,
hands faster than the eye.
Okay?
remember, lean up this way. Lean that down.
Good.
With an extension to your hand. On the left. So that's where I really want we start with these guys on. And I want you to find a corner. And I want you to get into dancing around and moving the stick across your face with your check hands, changing levels of balance, coming across. It's not rocket science, but the problem is, balance. And so if you want to do this, no, this has got to stay active, right? Because once I come in close, if I come in close, I can start getting into trap action. So this has got to stay active. So find a corner, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Use your balance, change your height, do not pop out of balance, center of gravity, use your hips to turn. Excellent. Excellent. Watch the bench, right? Because he's going to come back. Good. You're too tall, right? You have to be able to hear.
That's exactly.
You don't see that, right? Right now you're standing. Find height or get close. Change your arm. Right? Don't. If you're going to drop this down, you have to lower the body. Because this, if I do this, I am still hand, height. So even if I come down here, I'm not doing that. I have to do this. Right? If I come, hit here, lower your balance. Right. Now if you do this, extend, I can take this. So, but if you have this, you can move it back.
Even if you don't break it, it's still set a shot.
Even though we're hitting here, that's what we're short. I can still. Right, see how you open up? Yeah. Remember, I got feet too, right? I'm not just going to hit you with this, right? Don't lean over so much, because now you're going to get so you got to get set back. But you don't lean like this.
Right? Just to give a play just mean you can't use the
Two pounds, he's not enough to heat me down. Because remember, this is still transition, right? Because I can transition from this here.
That's a takedown.
Watch you bending over, turn your body,
right? So my head coming in.
get your head here. So you can move
I
there.
just don't like that.
No, I get it. Like,
Take that.
Remember, it's just visualize the direction of your
See, if I turn the other way, right? That's it. By that time I'm good.
No, it is a fast motion.
Once you come, we hold always. Because once you lose that,
I just wouldn't want to be in the position where it's
That's why it's supposed to be
yeah.
from here.
That's like what? Oh, okay.
Never letting go.
So, you know, I know that this happens. So either I can
don't jump. No jumping. No jumping.
it around this way. Now
Where are
I
you
have
most
space.
vulnerable? Where you what?
How's the motion? Good.
So if you jump, you just go here into what? Balance. You think you're used to
And now look, balance it.
you want to jump here.
Also, you want to look for little nuances in what the other person is doing. When I'm here, okay? If I see that twice, I'm going to attack you here. But I'm going to continue to move because I want to go behind the knee.
Don't here. Hold it behind your head. Doesn't work. Unless you're keeping the stick forward. This puts the stick out of the way. If I do this, look, it's gone for you. But this is in between. Because even if I do this, I keep it. There you go. So make sure you keep your darkest stick forward.
Again. Okay, no matter what, drawing with my body.
Hold.
I don't want to sit down. Don't forget, just want to this and I'm
Yeah,
going to go back.
not that. Alright,
It's this motion, swinging back to gain leverage. Where my knee is. Right?
Good draw, good draw, good draw.
I like the little things we don't see. That's the best part.
Let me show you another. Good, that's
Down
it.
through the fight line.
Everybody, real quick, so I can show you something.
Hold.
Right, Sensei, please. This motion here, right? When go for number one, I'm cutting over here. I'm capturing here, right? Fine, sweeping or switching, driving down, walking him down, driving the knee somewhere. Right? You have this motion, but what you're not seeing are other little things such as this: break, catch, control. So true. Those were his hooks.
Yes.
Right? Won't let go of the weapon?
Yes.
Right? There's a few things you have available to you. Right? Without the weapon, he comes down, he wants to. You want to take my head off. I'm like, right there. Right here. Again, what's this motion in karate or whatever martial arts you're doing? There you go. Different name, same freaking technique, right? From here, you're not stopping here. Maybe notice Sensei is a bit bigger than I am. So I'm not going to rely on my strength to hold off his strength. There's a catch. There's this motion. I can choose to go, just in case, go for an extra break. Saw. Break and saw. Drive with the elbow. Count. Add a little extra wrist control. Where did you see it, guys?
Look at it.
Come check this
What's
out.
helping the wrist control?
Your thigh.
Right.
And then holding the stick. Exactly. So it gives an extra extension of the arm that's holding it. Because you can't let go of one.
That's right. Martial arts has in it. It's just not seen. So you gotta kind of open up your mind. Now notice what's up with my back. If I hunched over, there's my butt over my head. Structure. Right? Luckily, Sensei is a hearty stock. So, he allows me to beat him up every night, so it's good. But the other thing you have right there.
Right. But if you just do this, what does that feel like?
Let's pull out two of our favorite weapons in the whole world. And the old-fashioned knives.